Hello everyone, welcome back to Shadowtoys Photography. What's out of the sky? It's not a bird, it's definitely not a plane, it's Brainiac. Now, okay, this is obviously not an official Mezco. It's a Shadowtoys Photography Mezco Brainiac Custom. And yes, you've seen this before on the, I believe it was the 500 or 600 celebration subscriber video. I had him a little different, but I changed a few things on him and got him to a finished point where, you know what, it's time to give him a little bit of review. So I'll try and make this short, but we'll see how this goes. As you can see, he's using the mostly 95% official Mezco parts. He's using the official Mezco Brainiac head sculpt. They kind of just repainted the back there. I was gonna leave it the green. I have the other one, I'll bring it out. But you know, the silver just matches a little better, and I'll throw up on my Instagram all different inspirational pictures and kind of things to compare him to. So he's kind of a mix of just all the different kind of Brainiacs there are out there, and or different versions of him, I should say. And yeah, it's just like a combined version where he's got the tentacles coming out of his chest there. Just, this is the Hawk P40 body with, I just used some random like Star Wars and Metal Gear parts to make his belt there. And Magneto boots, just repainted, and more Metal Gear just parts there, kind of just molded on there. So we'll start from his face. I didn't do anything to the front of the face really, just maybe a little bit of a wash, just to polish the silver up on the sides there on his nodules, I guess you could say. I did the neck piece silver. You can see some of the glue in there. I did my best to shave things down as best I could. I'm sure I'm going to see a lot of flaws under the camera microscope here, but just touched up a few things, just painted a few things differently, mostly silver for the most part. I like some of the gold parts and red parts there. I couldn't bring myself to paint over some of this Mezco goodness. And yeah, I just wanted to see how his body in there is a little bit too human. I know he kind of, another version of him takes on like a more humanoid version, where he's like an alien body and whatever, but this guy's like the Borg, kind of, you know, if you're into Star Trek. But anyways, yeah, I thought this was kind of just a little too human, so I needed to kind of break that up there. Same with the back there, you can kind of see it, but who really sees the back too much? But I wanted it to look pretty good, as best I could. And we'll go over articulation, and yeah, these do come off him and move and all that stuff. Yeah, the Magneto boots, I thought they just worked perfect. You kind of see I used the green stuff there and glue and kind of shaved it down as best I could. Yeah, pretty happy with the way it came out. The second DC custom I've done, Mezco style, I've done Punchline, and now I got Brainiac here. I would again love Mezco to do an official Brainiac. I know McFarlane's gonna do one, and DC Essentials and all those other Mattel and things like that have done them in the past. I'm not sure Mattel, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, I'm really waiting for a Mezco Brainiac. They'll destroy it, it'd be so cool. And when they do, this could just be a Brainiac drone. I wouldn't mind if they use this head sculpt or one of them. You know, it's really done really well. We'll go into articulation with all his hoses and stuff on, his tentacles, I should say. So he's got good up and down, you know, all the movement there, that big head of his. He's been sitting on my desk for so long, just the head, like Krang from Ninja Turtles, just mocking me, like, Shredder, where's my body? I need a body. It's like, I'm looking, and then they made the Hawk P40. I'm like, oh, actually, this is good. And then I had cable boots on him, but they were just too big, and they were just giving me like big pair of oversized Uggs. You know, I wasn't vibing with it. I wanted more of a slender look, and yeah, I like this a lot better. But he gets all the normal movement the Hawk P40 does, and I got to get him some effect pieces maybe. to kind of shoot out when he's fighting Superman. He's got articulation in there on the chest and abdomen. Kind of get him straight and show the crunch. It's not too bad. And back, I mean, I didn't really do anything to the articulation one way or the other. I didn't mod it in any way, just kind of added things to them. I think I accidentally sealed the thigh cut in there, so it doesn't, you get it in here, so I'm not killing myself over it, I'm not beating myself up over it, so he does get it, but it's not going to move in there, unfortunately. I could heat it up, but I'm always nervous the paint can get gummy, and I did seal it, but you know, I just figured it's fine. You know, it's fine for a custom too. Double jointed and no boot cut. I had to glue that in there. I mean, it was just stuck in there, but I didn't want overtime. I picked them up or took them out of a case or something like that, and the boot just falls off. So I just wanted nice and secure, but he does get some movement in the ankle there, not too much side to side, but with these extra toe parts, I guess you could call them. And again, if just Google or just image, whatever you like to use, Brainiac comic book images, and you'll see right away what inspiration and what parts I took and kind of piece this one together. And I do want to get, I do want to get other Brainiacs. He is one of my favorite villains. Anyone who could go up against Superman, I mean, he does get whooped every time, but anyone who could go up against Superman is definitely a good villain in my choice. So the tentacles could kind of come off, and you know, I could get them all untangled and they could just do whatever. I painted the edges there, just the green. It kind of looked like a socket or like a shocker kind of taser thing, or plugs into other computers or satellite dishes. And then you just wrap it around, back around over here. No really set way to have it, just kind of wrapped around him. This one went over here on this side, opposite side there, and tuck in, and there we go. I could get them totally unraveled, but I don't want to take too much time unraveling it and raveling back, putting it back up around him. It kind of gets like Christmas lights a little, so. But yeah, I mean, they're insecure. They're very secure in there. So, I mean, I can hold them like that from there. So, yes, very happy. So let's go into some comparisons, try and bring them back as much as possible. And first off, here's the original Brainiac makeshift on the McFarlane toys. It's just so oversized. Man, if McFarlane was 6-inch, they have a lot of issues. Well, I'll go through them. I'm not really a McFarlane bash video, but it's DC. This is the original head sculpt. I didn't do any of this. I just kind of rubber banded to this body. This is just this. Needs another body, needs another drone. What can I do with this Blight figure? Forgot his name for a sec. And yeah, made a nice, let's get him on his knees a little bit so he's in frame. Nice little drone there. Using little kryptonite, I don't know, effects. He'll probably end up with that one. But yeah, just another drone, just another thing. I did mod this guy a little bit because he wasn't bending forward, but kind of bends a little bit. I mean, it seems minimal, but he was getting less than that before the mod. So yeah, I mean, it was really bad. The McFarlanes are pretty good. It's just the pins are so dated, they gotta go. And the rubber diapers there, I mean, I know not all the figures do this, but that rub and tear, and people talk about Mezco like, oh, I'm worried about their materials. Yeah, you're not worried about this? I mean, this is, I feel it's just plastic, hard plastic, and I mean, articulation is fine. It's just not that attractive. I like this here. I like the top of that. That's very nice and seamless. It's a little gappy in between there, but the joint itself, I like that a lot. But the pins on the side, it's just, it kills it. Same with the back. It's very nicely designed, you know, and he gets nice movement. the diaper can work with some figures like Superman, for example, but yeah, it's just, we are getting an official Brainiac from McFarlane, which I'm definitely looking forward to. I can't wait to order when this is being filmed. This video not yet revealed yet, but we got a little sneaky spoiler there. We'll bring them up close. Definitely looking forward to it. But yeah, as you can see, I didn't do too much to the Mezco one here. They're both official head sculpts. Let me get him standing real fast. But yeah, it's like, so that's why I'm very picky with my McFarlanes. I don't go all in. It's just they got rid of that. Better character choices. I'd be all aboard, but like most people, just pick and choose. They do good things, like the Batmobile. You know, I can't knock them. It's just the scale and the dated articulation and rubbery parts. Just bring it down. They're well painted. I mean, it's just, it's frustrating. A company you've known for decades, and you know they've done fantastic stuff in the past. It's just like, you know, it's, you're allowed to be hard on some companies when they've done well. It's just like having a kid or a student who's A+, who's phenomenal, and then just chooses to not give it their all. You get frustrated, you know, you can't help but to get frustrated. So it's the same thing with these companies. Just want a little bit more. But anyways, let's do enough jabba-jawing about McFarlane. Let's kind of just do the comparisons here. So here's a McFarlane, if I could get him standing there. I even like the ankle joints. I mean, it's different. You can argue there's better things, but it's different. It's something. I'm fine with it for now. There's Superman. Christopher Reeve, Superman. Let's get in. Comic book Superman. So yeah, that seems pretty perfect for me. I mean, Brainiac is a little big-headed, but he is got a big brain, I guess. Robot brain, cyborg brain, whatever you want to call it. But oh yeah, that works. Let's move them out of there and kind of get them side to side. See if you can get some battle pose real quick, and then we'll do a few more comparisons. Which is going to be the worst, quickest posing session here, but just a quick, like, yeah, not bad, that'll be something work with there, you know. And then he uses his heat vision and totally destroys them. Well, yeah, I think it works there. This is the first time I wanted to save it for the video, but this is the first time I'm really putting them side by side. I've been just working on customs. That's why I haven't been putting out as many videos as I'd like, but I have been working on things. I haven't been just, oops, sorry, hit the camera there, moving everyone over. But I haven't just been doing nothing. I've been working on a bunch of customs. I do have a lot more customs coming, not necessarily DC. Yeah, a lot DC. Let's bring in a few more figures here. But yeah, until these companies like Mezco, I mean, Mezco's the pinnacle, the best DC maker out there. I mean, McFarlane has high notes, but for the most part, you know, they're not Mezco. I mean, Mezco just, everyone's waiting for Mezco to make Poison Ivy and Zatanna, and it's gonna be a lot of females because we're missing a lot. But Azrael, they revealed Nightwing. Oh, please let Red Hood be next. Oh man, we're all waiting for Red Hood. Come on. Let's bring in a couple more just off brands. Here's a Nezuko. Here's a Mezco. It's a Buzzmod Nezuko. Here's Mezco Mr. Freeze. No, I'm not trying to rhyme. Yeah, keep it DC. Let's bring in, mentioned her before, let's bring in Punchline. My two customs so far, not too bad. Again, if Mezco did them, I would not be mad at all. I would pre-order the heck out of them as soon as possible. But yeah, whoops, her hair was getting caught back there. Oh no. Very happy with the way these came out. Brainiac next, getting another DC villain will be next, because we're lacking on the villains. We got plenty of Batman, so we definitely need a lot more villains. Just not necessarily Batman villains, just DC villains in general. I'll take anybody we don't have yet. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the custom. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time.